Lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If we haven't met before, I'm Winnie, and on this platform I share my experiences living in the United Kingdom. Today I'm going to be talking about something interesting. In the United Kingdom, the field of nursing is structured into 4 main areas. And that's what we are going to be talking about. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please click on the subscribe button, like, share, comment on this video, and we will be right back. The 4 fields of nursing are adult, mental health, learning disability, and child nursing. And these are defined by the standards that govern nursing in the UK, the NMC, Nursing and Midwifery Council. In this video, I'll be defining what each role means, the context that you could work in, what skills that you would need, and lots more. Let's dive right into it, beginning with adult nursing. What is adult nursing? Adult nursing is arguably, emphasis on arguably, the most populous field of nursing in the United Kingdom. Adult nurses work primarily with adults in settings like in hospital settings, community settings. You could have acute settings, you could have surgical settings, medical settings. These nurses work in a variety of settings. There's even the care homes. Let's not forget about that. They could work in the care homes and also in the community. The core responsibilities include assessing the adult patient's needs, planning and delivering care, administering treatments, medications as prescribed, monitoring changes in patient's condition, working within a multidisciplinary team, and lots more. Adult nurses usually need a variety of clinical skills. One core one is communication skills. Communication skills, very important. You also need good decision-making skills, prioritization skills, time management skills, adaptability skills, because, like I said earlier, you'll be working in a variety of settings, okay? And depending on where the adult nurses work, you may need to relate with a wider multidisciplinary team, so you need to be able to adapt. Now, what are the pros? Is it pros or advantages? What are the advantages of adult nursing? Now, as an adult nurse, you have a wide range of opportunities in terms of specialization where you want to work in. Intensive care, oncology, respiratory, acute, emergency care, geriatric care. What else have I missed? There's just a variety of settings that you can specialize or work in. That's one pro about adult nursing. And then there's a lot of transferable skills that can be transferred to other settings, okay? When you work in one setting, you can transfer that skill to another setting. And imagine working in let's say in your nursing career, you've worked in maybe 4 different settings. That builds to your wealth of experience, okay? Caring for people in diverse settings. That brings me to the other type of nursing that we have. Mental health nursing focuses on treating individuals with different mental health difficulties, mental health issues, okay? Example of mental health issues can be anxiety, depression, bipolar, personality disorder, etc. There's so much, okay? Now, this field is increasingly important in the UK at the moment. Now, the settings you could work in include mental health facilities, psychiatric hospitals, community mental health team, crisis team, even residential settings, care homes also, you can work there as well. Liaising services, you could also work there also. Now, responsibility of a mental health nurse can include building good therapeutic relationship, planning and coordinating care, working with multidisciplinary team also. Sometimes you may need to work with the adult how do I want to put it now? Sometimes you may need to work with adult nurses or also, or work in liaison with adult setting. Don't know if I'm making any sense now. What are the skills you need? You also need communication skills, de-escalation skills, risk management, care planning, emotional intelligence, if I haven't said that, communication skills, and lots more. There's so much skills that you need to do this role, okay, the role of a mental health nurse. Now, what are the pros? I think mental health nurses make deep impact, okay? They are making impact in the lives of individuals, okay? Helping someone improve on their quality of life, helping someone manage and build good working relationship, integrate into society. That's one of the pros. You are making impact, okay? But let's not forget, it can be demanding. In fact, every field of nursing can be demanding. It can be demanding emotionally, okay? But it's creating impact, is making impact. That brings me to the third specialty of nursing. Now, children nursing is a type of nursing that deals with children, infants, um, um, children and young people. Infants, children, and young people. So, but it goes beyond that, because if you're supporting children, you're also supporting families. Parents will definitely be involved. Guardians will be involved. Primary carers will be involved. Okay, so you also need communication skill. All right, what are the settings that you can work in? Neonatal units is number one. You can work on pediatric wards. You can work in schools. Yes, you can work in schools. You can also work in specialist hospitals. Okay, let's say, for example, oncology for children, children oncology. Is that the best way to put it? So you can also have specialty fields. All right. Responsibilities include monitoring children's development and growth. I don't know, lest I forget, you can also work in community. Okay, there are health visitors, lots of, you can also work in the community also. It's not restricted to schools and hospital settings. You can also work in the community. Now, what are the key responsibility? Monitoring the growth of a child, infants, children, monitoring their growth, treating illnesses, injury, communicating with children, communicating with multidisciplinary team, families. These are also part of responsibilities of a pediatric or children nurse. Now, what is the pros of this field of nursing? It is highly rewarding. Helping a child is highly rewarding. Supporting a child, highly rewarding. Supporting a family, highly rewarding. You get to build a strong team spirit, okay? Team working, because you are working with a multidisciplinary team most of the time. You're working with the family also, because it's not just the child, it's not one person, the family is involved, parents are involved, okay? And sometimes maybe social services could be involved depending on what the issue is. So you're working with multidisciplinary team. It helps you to build team working skills. And there are variety of specialties. Okay, it's not just left for the adult nursing. There are variety of specialties. There's neonatal, there's oncology, there's community, there's school nursing. So there's specialties. If you choose to branch off into a specialty, there's definitely something in place in terms of a specialty. Now that brings me to the fourth field of nursing, which is that of the learning disability. Now, learning disability nursing, just like the name implies, supporting people with learning disabilities, intellectual or developmental disabilities. You are supporting individuals with this issue, okay? So this one has a strong focus, in my opinion, on being inclusive, making sure there are structures put in place to support individuals with learning disability. So the settings you can work in, you can work in community settings, okay? You can work in residential settings. You can also work in hospital settings also. What skills do you need? You need communication skills. You need to be empathetic. You need to have good care planning. You also need to understand multi-agency or multidisciplinary working. Okay, so that brings us, guys, to the end of this video, the 4 fields of nursing. Now, if you have watched up until now and you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click on the subscribe button, like, share, comment on this video. And if you saw me looking down, it's because I needed to not miss out anything that I've put down to explain, but I think I've touched on everything. Now, I'm curious to hear from you. Are you a nurse? What field of nursing have you specialized in? Why have you specialized in that field of nursing? What are the advantages? Let us know. You could be encouraging someone who has been thinking about going into that field. All right. Let us know what it is that keeps you going on and on and on. Let's hear the positive stories. Okay, guys. And this is by no means any standard, okay? This is just me sharing what I think, what I know about these fields of nursing. If you have any question, leave them in the comment section, guys. And until we meet again, keep winning and enjoying life. And bye for now.